to Dean Blandino, who is at the moment the head of supervisors and officials with the XFL after a long career in the NFL. He told the Toronto Sun, I believe, maybe I've got that wrong. So he told somebody in Toronto that the NFL Competition Committee now is looking favorable at the Sky Judge situation, the guy who stands there and makes a determination in real time, that call was bad. He says the NFL is looking at that. Could you see the NFL adopting this thing from the XFL?
They don't have to adopt it from the XFL. The XFL didn't invent it. The XFL took it from college football. Every Saturday for years, we see play continue in a much faster and more efficient manner because they've got the essence of this. And while play is going on, they're having somebody say to somebody who says to the on-field crew, hey, that's not the call. This is the call. And they get it right. It's done efficiently. And they don't need to trot a guy over to a screen and have the arrogant drama that the NFL has. So let the NFL just get this done with your competition committee. Figure out who needs to pass it. Adopt the guy in the sky. And college football gets it right,
Judge.
Tony. The NFL should too.
Yeah, see, this is what's really good about the Sky Judge is he is the czar of the game. And he gets on the phone with the person on the field and he says, look, that wasn't a fumble. Put the ball at the 31 and let's go. Okay, that's really good for football. Not only should the NFL adopt that, they should adopt the extra point thing of the XFL, where you get 1 point or 2 points or 3 points.
I don't like
you got to
that.
run it or pass it. I love that, and it doesn't hurt kickers because they still have field goals. Mike, I'm going to go back a long way in time to the ABA. The NBA would not have a three-point shot now if the ABA hadn't come along and the fans really loved the three-point shot, or 50 years later, everything would be a two. And the XFL may not survive, but some of the things they're doing, including the kickoff, should survive, and the Sky Judge should be there.
I don't want those extra point things. Tony, the Sky Judge is too easy. Adopt it. Just bring it on now. What are you waiting for? But this is where NFL arrogance comes in. They want to show you they always have a better way, and they're going to exhaust everything, even stupid things, before adopting what makes sense. Tony, we got a report from Buster Olney that the suspensions handed out to Jeff Luhnow and AJ Hinch could expire, if the season is canceled. Baseball apparently may not make the Astros' lead culprits wait for real games to be played before the clock starts ticking. Does that sound fair to you?
See, this is a hard one for me. I'm ambivalent about this. I think it's a really tough call. The owner on Houston fired them, and then Major League Baseball walked in and said, you're suspended for a year. But they didn't say you're suspended for a particular amount of games. It was presumably a season. If that season isn't played, Mike, I think I would let them back. It's not like I think they're going to be hired right away. I just wouldn't want to add on an additional penalty. But if you disagree with me, you can persuade me on this, because I am not certain about this one.
Well, Tony, we're in the same space on this one. And look, I'm okay if baseball goes back and says, you know what, we're going to change the penalty and make it 150 games. Sue us. That's what we're going to do. We're going to revisit the way we state the penalty. I'd be fine with that. But, Tony, I'm like you. I'm ambivalent. Look, the times we're living in right now, there are just too many important things to ask me to get angry about the Astros or defend anything they did. I'm sorry. Sign stealing at this point is not one of the top 100,000 things on the priority list, even in sports, maybe not even in baseball, as we sit here and consider whether or not there's going to be a season. So you could convince me as well. It's suddenly, you remember the other day we talked about whether there'd be passion for booing the Astros, whether there would be any real interest in that. And I thought there might be some still, but it wouldn't go off the same way. Tony, that's how I feel now. I just don't care enough about the Astros.
Okay. I don't think anyone is going to hire Jeff Luhnow. I really don't. Maybe Hinch will be hired because Hinch has been a very, very, very good manager. But the shame attached to this is obvious. And I don't know that anything is served down the road by extending this. So for me, tough call, but I'm all right. I'm all right if there's no season and that ends their suspensions. I'm okay with it.
Rare, Tony, that either one of us can be convinced to go the other way.